Moving on from question number 12 of reading comprehension drill set number 5 over at lawhub.lsac.org, we see the penultimate or second to last question of this drill set, number 13. And as always, we're going to select our highlight tool if we haven't got one ready all at the moment to specifically highlight and call out what the exact task is for number 13. So it reads, which one of the following approaches to a study of Hungarian identity in painting is most analogous to the North American approach to African Hispanic literature? So I'm going to just highlight most analogous to the North American approach to African Hispanic literature. And this is one of the rare occasions where I might engage this find text tool. If you're going to be engaging with the find text tool, there are a couple of things you need to recognize. First, it's not the best tool and it can have some weird functionality depending on your browser, and it can kind of freeze things. So for a litany of reasons, I don't necessarily love looking for this thing or using this thing, and I'm probably just going to skim for the phrase African Hispanic and North American. So I find that here in the paragraph, but if I wanted to come up here, the only things I want to use the find text tool for are proper nouns or specific terms in the question stem, never the answer choices. So if I were to just put in North American, we can see North American shows up both or two places in this second paragraph. So we found it. We'll go ahead and clear that out so that I don't have it doing wonky things. And if I'm so inclined, I can highlight those two references so that I know what what I need to focus on to address this task. And it's not going to disrupt if I happen to need those main ideas, highlight sentences. I can really ignore that pink highlight of North American. So we need to identify what the North American approach is. And we know that Jackson joins a number of other North American critics who tend to conceptualize African Hispanic literature as culturally autonomous with its own style and themes deriving primarily from the experience of oppression in African Hispanic history. And we know that Jackson clearly embraces the North American perspective. That's really the most important thing, because we should know by this point in the evaluation of this passage that Jackson believes it's black writers can comment on this African Hispanic experience only in this book. So that's going to match the North American perspective, apparently, and that means that when we're trying to consider approaches to a study of Hungarian identity in painting, we need to get the perspective of Hungarian painters. That's it. So now we'll go to our answer choices, looking for something that matches our mental prediction of we need to find a choice that says the Hungarian painting identity is going to be articulated by people who have that identity only. So choice A, paintings by ethnic Hungarians and by foreigners living in Hungary should comprise the major focus. Well, no, we don't want the foreigners. We just want ethnic Hungarians. We should be able to eliminate A almost immediately. Then choice B, paintings by ethnic Hungarians and the aspects of those paintings that make their style unique should provide the central basis for the study. Well, that seems to match. We'll proactively select B since it's such a good match to the prediction that we had. Then choice C, paintings by Hungarians and non-Hungarians that are most popular. No, we don't want non-Hungarians and we don't really care about popularity. So for either of those reasons, we should be able to eliminate C. And since we've liked B already, we can go more briskly through these remaining answer choices. Then choice D, the central focus of the study should be to find ways in which ethnic Hungarian painters conform to worldwide artistic movements. Absolutely not. We're talking about ethnic Hungarians, talking about ethnic Hungarian painting, so we should be able to eliminate D for incorporating this idea of worldwide artistic movements. And then lastly, choice E, the most important theme in the study should be how paintings created by ethnic Hungarians express universal human concerns. No, they're just focusing on their own concerns if it's matching that North American approach as described in the second paragraph. And of course, we probably would have selected B if we were working through this problem ourselves a little while ago.